Ben, when did you realize you were in love with your partner? My girlfriend hid that she was dying from me and it almost cost us our relationship. When we first started dating we texted every day, and I felt like I found my person. But soon, she started standing me up on dates and ghosting me for days. I thought she had said yes to me out of pity and wanted to break up, so I considered ending things despite how much it would hurt. I went over to her house, and after what felt like 5 minutes of knocking she answered the door. I immediately saw that her face was pale, she had dark circles under her eyes, she looked exhausted and her hair was messy. I had never seen her like this so I quickly asked her what was wrong. But her body suddenly went limp and when she fell into my arms, I immediately felt her burning up. I bathed her and cleaned her because I could smell that she hadn't showered. She kept sneezing and coughing throughout and sounded like she was dying. But I couldn't ask her what was happening because she was too weak to speak. She couldn't even say hi. Afterwards, I blow-dried her hair, made her soup and fed it to her. When she looked a little better I asked her what happened. That's when she explained that she has a weak immune system so she's always getting a fever, and everything else crashes along with it. She said she's basically bedridden when she's sick. She can't shower, eat, or even muster the energy to get out of bed, and she spends most of her time asleep. Suddenly she burst out crying, saying she felt terrible for ghosting me and that she was so sick she couldn't go out or even text me back. I told her not to worry about it but I felt guilty for coming over to break up with her, even though I didn't want to. I promised her then that I would always be there for her whenever she was sick. A year later we had a routine to deal with her illness. We knew she was going to be sick when her nails would be brittle, cracked and pale. So, I would take care of her. But the worst came when I washed her hair and clumps of it would fall out. I even noticed she was starting to develop a bald spot. I told her but she didn't even have the energy to freak out. She just sighed defeatedly. It pained me to see her this way, especially because it felt like there was nothing I could do. She tried various medications, but none improved her immune system, and some even caused allergies or worsened her condition. She never went outside, and our dates turned into nights where I would cook her favorite meals or simply watch her sleep, hoping for a miracle. I could see the despair in her eyes whenever she looked at me, and it crushed me every time she felt like giving up. I knew I had to change things because I didn't think she could take much more. Every time I looked at her, with her cracked lips, thin hair, brittle nails and pale skin, it reminded me she was sick. So, I went online to see if I could find anything that would fix her and get her to be healthy again. It's all I wanted. I researched her problems one by one to see if that would make a difference in the medication I needed. When I searched up what could stop hair loss, I found out collagen was known to make hair grow healthily and strengthen it. When I searched up brittle nails, I learned that biotin helps with improving nail health and thickness. Now I just needed something for her immune system, and after hours of searching I found out that bee pollen can improve the immune system. So I went out and found Bee Vitality shots, which are a blend that has bee pollen, collagen and biotin. I was shocked since I couldn't find anything else that had everything I needed, so I quickly bought it as a Hail Mary for my girlfriend. When they arrived,
scan the QR code to download TikTok. The subsequent story endings are explosive and full of hidden surprises waiting for you. You can also get rewards by creating a new account.